Welcome in, everyone. This is Sean with MTG 808 Jr., your home for standard Pauper content here on the interweb, and of course, home to the Hawaii Youth Magic the Gathering Tournament League, as well as the Scholarship Tournament. And today we are featuring the deck that took down our most recent Scholarship Tournament, Flora's Mono White Aggro deck. Going to be running it through some standard Pauper queues here on Arena today. The creature base here is pretty much what Flora is using. I did make a couple of tweaks. I really like Short Sword, so I am playing 3 of them in the main deck. Trimmed a little bit on some numbers. I think Flora had 4 Moana Triumph, 4 Rustwing Falcon, 4 Makeshift Battalion. So trimmed a little bit on those to get these short swords in, and then I'm playing Gideon's Reproach instead of Summary Judgment. Just because it's better when you are being aggressive, which is what this deck wants to do. So white has securely established itself as probably the best aggro deck in the format, largely thanks to the lifelink creatures, Healer's Hawk, Bishop Soldier, Mesa Unicorn, at just being able to race the other aggro decks very, very well. And then your flyers allow you to pressure a lot of like the mid-range decks very well. And then of course Law Rune Enforcer is the big pickup from War of the Spark that just dominates so many board states. And then you just have some good pump spells. Gideon's Reproach is a very solid removal spell, and then a good curve. So that's mono white for you. We're going to be running it through the standard Pauper event here today. And hopefully show off what the mono white deck is capable of. I do think that these monocolored aggro decks are just the very solid level 1 of the format, right? Mono red, mono white, mono green. They are all very solid. They're all very consistent. They all have great mana bases. Let's get the volume up here a little bit. And therefore they're just very consistent. So we're on the draw. We have a Healer's Hawk and a Moment of Triumph that we can cast, and then if we draw 1 more land, we got double Silverbeak Griffin, so I'm gonna keep this. We could get punished. Okay, not punished. Just gonna get to curve out here. Healer's Hawk is so good. Saproling Migration. Okay, so we are off to the races. Looks like we're gonna have a really sweet curve here. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, we can stop drawing lands now, deck. I am gonna play out my 3-drop here. I will get to attack with it and turn it into a 4/3, and then hopefully use the Adamant Will to trade with the Rosemane Centaur. Okay, so we're going to be taking 9 here. Yeah, I'm not going to block. Okay, come on, deck. We can stop drawing lands now. Alright. So our dude gets big. He's just taking it. Okay. So he's at 9, we're at 13. We get to play Silverbeak Griffin and then Adamant Will on blocks. So, yeah, even if he has Inspired Charge here, we're not dead, right? This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, Inspired Charge won't kill us. Our opponent had a really good curve. Right, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. I'm honestly kind of surprised that they didn't block the Makeshift Battalion with Civic Stalwart. Okay, I want to Adamant Will first. And that way I'm getting around Gideon's Reproach. And then I'm going to block the Centaur. They might have a pump spell here that they're going to use. Okay, now we're just very solidly ahead. Makeshift Battalion is going to become a 5-4. We still have Moment of Triumph in our hand, and we have a 2-turn clock in the air. Our opponent is going pretty wide, though. So if they have Inspired Charge as their last card in hand, we might be in some trouble. Especially since we keep drawing these lands. I don't think we really have an option other than to just attack. I mean, we could hold back Makeshift Battalion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 10 damage coming at us. We're going to go to 12, functionally 14 because of Moment of Triumph. Yeah, I think just getting the extra counter on the Makeshift Battalion is going to be better. No, I'm going to hold it back and block. Like, we can't beat Inspired Charge anyway, but, like, blocking means that we're not dead to, like, a giant growth or whatever. So, do they have Inspired Charge? Looks like they might have an Inspired Charge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is going to put me to 4. Inspired Charge, like, super kills me, but it is what it is. Yeah, okay. Good game. Well, we had him dead next turn. Yeah, we did get a little bit flooded here. Like, we started off with 1 land and then drew 5 lands. So... oh, do I want to switch that quest out? No, I don't. Okay. Don't want to play there. I want to play here. Okay, so... running it back for game number 2. Yeah, our opponent had a really good curve, and then, like, they basically had to have exactly Inspired Charge to kill us. Or I think regular Charge would have killed us, too. Yeah, if we had used the Moment of Triumph on our Healer's Hawk, then regular Charge wouldn't have killed us there. So maybe it was correct to do that. But anyway, they had the Inspired Charge, and we were just dead. Okay, this is a pretty good curve. They are playing green-black. I'm going to lead with Rustwing Falcon. Just want to get our chip damage in early. They're probably going to play a 2-drop here, which Law Rune Enforcer can't attack into. Or they are not going to play a 2-drop. Green-black Tapland Tribal. Okay. Well, we don't have much of a clock here for them, and it seems like they're playing a lot of kind of like slower deck with removal. So we might be in some trouble here. Not applying the most pressure. Sapling Migration. Okay. I wonder why our opponent is playing Grotesque Demise instead of Ob Nixilis' Cruelty. They might just not have Ob Nixilis' Cruelty. But I do think that card is superior. Alright, that was a pretty good draw. I'm just going to attack with both. If he wants to double block, then I'll fire off some combat tricks. Trade my Moment of Triumph for your Sapling Migration. Does he have Moment of Craving? Costly Plunder. Okay. Yeah, that was a good exchange for him. Makeshift Battalion. Okay, so here's a situation where I'm glad that this Gideon's Reproach is a summary judge, or is not a summary judgment, Because if he like plays some big creature here, I can attack with all 3 of my creatures. They're probably going to block Law Rune Enforcer, and then I can Gideon's Reproach their blocker. But still get the counter on my Makeshift Battalion. Or they might play nothing? Vicious Offering. Okay. Well, never mind. Trusty Rusty doing some work. Oh, are they going to kick Sapperling Migration now? That would be pretty good. All these tokens making my Law Rune Enforcer look bad. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, that's pretty good. I do love me some Short Sword. So now they don't have good blocks. They are either going to have to trade with Hammerskull or chump. Or, I'm sorry, they're either going to have to chump Hammerskull or race me. If I didn't draw Short Sword, then they would have just triple blocked Hammerskull. So I probably would not have attacked with the Hammerskull. So they're just taking it. Yeah, so we're going to get to block with our Law Rune Enforcer. If they have a pump spell or something, then we can Adamant Will or Gideon's Reproach, whichever one seems most fitting for the time being. Okay. So green-black. What are the green-black go-wide payoffs? I don't think there are very many. There's a lot of, like, sacrifice outlets. Valid Omnivore and Soul Reaper. Severed Strands. Well, we're gonna be Adamant Willing that. Does he have another, like a Vicious Offering here? Ooh, nice. Okay. So he sacrificed 2 tokens and 2 spells for our Hammerskull and our Adamant Will. That's a pretty good trade. Okay, so let's just go ahead and equip Trusty Rusty. Attack for 2. I could have moved the Short Sword there, but I just want to leave up Gideon's Reproach. If he wants to attack with just the Shepherd here, I'm just going to take the 2. Okay, so I'm going to block like this. He probably has Costly Plunder if he's making this attack, or maybe a Vicious Offering. Fungal Infection. Alright, well now we get to Reproach. Okay, just pecking away with good old Trusty Rusty. Gonna tap the Shepherd this time. He's attacking. Alright, let's see what he's got. Did he draw another Fungal Infection? Okay. Well, we're still winning this race. I'm going to attack with both here. Like, we're at 18, and if he doesn't chump block here, then that makes our clock into a 2-turn clock in the air. No, he's just dead next turn to Moment of Triumph, so yeah, he's gonna draw something. I will take 6. Oh, he's holding back the Shepherd. He's holding back the Saprolings, okay. Because he doesn't want our Law Rune Enforcer to attack him. Ooh, that's pretty good. So, because he has a card in his hand, I'm not going to go for the Moment of Triumph play here. But I am going to attack with both and force him to chump block. Yeah, Short Sword is really good in a long grindy game like this. Yeah, so I didn't go for the Moment of Triumph there, because if he like had Grotesque Demise in his hand, then he could just respond and then kill us. Yeah. Okay. Nice grindy game. Unfortunately, our opponent did not draw any of their payoff cards. They just drew a bunch of their like go wide cards. So we got a little lucky there. Oh, this hand is pretty abysmal. I really hate mulliganing though. But I think I need to just like mulligan to get a 1 or 2 mana creature. Yeah, this is a much better hand. Ooh, sure, I'll keep a Healer's Hawk. Ooh, nice. They're probably taking Adamant Will. Oh, Gideon's Reproach. That means they must be a Rat Colony deck. Our particular hand here does not line up very well against Rat Colony. Yeah. Okay, I am going to attack with both. If he blocks, then I'll Adamant Will. Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good card against Rat Colony. So he's probably going to make this trade. Even though Rat Colony scales, it would struggle with racing 3 points of lifelink every turn. That's pretty good. So I think as long as we just don't draw any more lands, and or our opponent does not draw Soul Salvage, I think we're doing okay this game. So we're just in a top deck war. I think this is really just going to come down to like who hits a land pocket first. Oh, well, there's our first land. So let's see, I'm dealing 2. Do I need to hold back Trusty Rusty here? Maybe I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna just attack with the Hawk. Nice. Him not drawing a rat colony there was very good for us. Oh, that was a good draw. He knows we have this, so might as well play it. Gotta love short sword. Nice. He drew a land. We've drawn a land, but we are definitely winning this race as of now. Okay, now we're less ahead in the race, but still solidly ahead. So we're one shy of killing him next turn. Okay. He can, like, soul salvage. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, against the Rat Colony deck, you just need to, like, trade resources with them at every opportunity. We did get a little lucky. Like, they drew a blank duress and then a couple lands while we were, pecking away with Healer's Hawk. Good old Healer's Hawk. Speaking of Healer's Hawk, this is a pretty good hand. Ooh. So the mono red decks usually play enough burn that they're able to, like, control our lifelink creatures. So, like, these matchups are usually pretty close. Oh, well, I'm glad that he used that Pyro Helix now. If he's playing more Pyro Helixes, I don't really want to play double Healer's Hawk. But Bishop Soldier just dies to shock. I'm gonna try and play out the double Healer's Hawk. Okay. So we are going to get to Gideon's Reproach that. And start pulling ahead in the race here. If this were any other creature, I would prioritize getting the Bishop Soldier into play, but, like, being able to cut off his Scry is so important. I think Burning Prophet is, like, one of the best utility creatures. Oh, God. Well, that sucks. Okay. I didn't catch how he scryed. Did not pay attention. That was a good draw. Just get to rebuild our board a little bit. He's got 3 cards in his hand, but we're ahead on board. Alright, so again, this is another situation where I'm very happy that this is Gideon's Reproach instead of Summary Judgment. Because he's going to block. He's probably going to play a spell. Putting full control mode here in case he passes priority. Yeah, okay. Gonna let him scry, not knowing that we have Gideon's Reproach yet. Jaya's Greeting is unfortunate, but fine. Another scry to the bottom. And now we're going to do this. Yeah, whereas if that were Summary Judgment, we wouldn't have been able to cast that there, because his creature wasn't tapped. So we're not in a super good spot here. Yeah. But we're in a decent spot. Just playing off the top of our deck. We're ahead on life, we're ahead on the board. They have like infinite cards in their deck that can kill our dudes. Oh, wow. That seemed a little preemptive, but I guess if they just had 2 lands in their hand, then we get pretty far ahead by connecting with our lifelinker. Okay. Oh yeah, we did our quest. Alright, we'll do one more with this deck. I think that was our 4th game. I got work tomorrow, so can't record another hour-long video. And this deck, I don't think we really need to like tweak with this deck. This is just like, hey, this is one of the pillars of the format. You should know about it. Whoa. Alright, well, we won't count that one, even though our opener was super sweet. Yeah, we got a pack. Let's see what's in our pack. Boom. Anything good? Ignite the beacon. A bunch of poop. But it was a free pack, so can't really complain. Alright, so this will be our last one, assuming our opponent doesn't auto-scoop to us again. Alright, so if you enjoy the channel, you enjoy the content, you want to get more Standard Pauper content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Get all the updates. Ooh, this is a sweet opener. Get all the updates on the Standard Pauper format. Okay, maybe we can get our redemption against tokens again. I'm assuming it's tokens if it's green-white. Yeah, it looks like tokens. Let's attack first. And I don't know which 2-drop I play. I think like the lifelink is going to be pretty important. And since we have Short Sword and Adamant Will in our hand to help make sure that we can attack with the Unicorn next turn, I think I want to lead with the lifelinker. Okay. Well, now I think we just take to the skies. Played the wrong 2-drop, I guess. I could attack here, and then if he, like, blocks with the Shepherd, then I just let them trade. But, I don't know. I feel like with Short Sword in my hand and Makeshift Battalion in my hand, I can get more use out of this Mesa Unicorn. Okay, so I think I just want to do this. Maybe this is too aggressive. Since this guy has Vigilance, like tapping it on my turn is not that good. But I do think getting in the damage here it's reasonable to prioritize that. Since Luminous Bonds. Okay. Well, this is awkward because I want to play Makeshift Battalion, but I also want to tap his Rosemane Centaur. He's just chumping. Yeah, that's fine. I'll play the battalion. I've been very impressed with Battalion so far, just playing through these games. Got to see Flora play it a couple times at the scholarship tournament, but very rarely got to see her make the token. Like, usually it just died before she was able to make the token. Okay, so let's see here. Well, seeing as how we have a ton of combat tricks in our hand, I just am going to attack and see what happens. Okay. I think I want to just do this. Do I want to save the makeshift battalion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, because I won't save it. I'll just be killing one more token. Yeah. So we'll just do it like this. He has 3 tokens left. Yeah, that seemed like a good trade for us. I like that. I like that a lot. Vivian's Grizzly. I was super optimistic about this card being good, just because, like, mana sinks are so hard to come by in standard Pauper, but 4 mana is just so much. 4 mana to maybe get a card does not seem like a good deal. Yeah, so our lifelinkers, you know, just connecting with our 3/3 lifelinker every turn here, putting a lot of pressure on our opponent. Okay, another Grizzly. And a Wall Screecher. So again, just gonna attack with everyone. We have all these combat tricks in our hands, so like almost no matter how he blocks, we get to blow him out. He's just letting the battalion connect. I think I'm going to let these 2 bounce, since that allows me to play Bishop Soldier. Yeah, don't see our opponent coming back from this. Alright, good game. So let's see, what did we lose against? We lost to green-white tokens, playing Inspired Charge against us. And then, did we? Oh, sweet, Vivian alternate art. Yeah, that was 5 matches. So we lost to green-white tokens, and then I think we beat everything else. I don't remember. I'm really tired. But again, since this event is only a week long, just promised myself I would record every night. So despite being very tired, wanted to get this done. So yeah, that is Mono White Aggro. It's a pillar of the format for a reason. You know, you just get to play some of the best 1-drops. you know, you have a lot of the best combat tricks, and then yeah, you just have a really, really good curve. I like the mix of utility spells here. Short Sword does a lot of work. Hammer Skull, and I'm really impressed with Battalion. Might be right to just go back up to 4 on this, but I don't know. I really wanted to make room for Short Sword. Definitely, I was pretty sure that Gideon's Reproach was better than Summary Judgment here, and after playing with the deck, like, I definitely stand by that. But yeah, let us know what you think of the deck. If you just want to like get to your 15 wins in the event, I think that this is this or mono green aggro or mono red aggro is gonna be one of the best decks to just pick up and grind with. This deck is definitely beatable, but it is very strong as well. All right, thanks for stopping by. Check out the rest of our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Standard Pauper content. If you want to support the project, check out MTG 808 Junior on Patreon. All of our youth tournaments, especially the scholarship tournaments, are 100% donor funded. So if you want to support the project more directly, besides just hitting that subscribe button and watching our videos, then please go check out our Patreon, MTG 808 Junior on patreon.com. All right, thanks for stopping by, and I will catch you next time. Peace.